Hey y'all, welcome to the Motivation Babe podcast. I am your host, Hills, the Motivation Babe, and I am on a mission to empower you and thousands of women every single day. Think of the Motivation Babe podcast as your go-to resource for mindset talks that give you the confidence to become the best version of yourself. I am so honored you are here. Get ready to level up as we dive in. Good morning, hello, good afternoon, hola, hola, hola. Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the pod wherever you are, whatever time it is. I hope this message serves you today. Hey guys, it's Hills, it's me. I'm your motivation babe, your motivation bestie, your hype girl. I am here to talk real today. Do I have permission to talk real, to be real, and to share my experience with you? Because this podcast is really tied to something I recently experienced and went through. And I feel it's important for me to share my experiences with you, to show you my teachings, the ways I help myself so it can help you. Look, this is me. This is me. I'm not perfect. I struggle. And I want to share this imperfect side that social media may not see, right? That we're all probably covering, many of us are covering on the inside to give you a way to express yourself, even if it's just tuning in here and saying, Hills, yes, you're in my mind. This is exactly what I needed to hear. This is your safe place. All right, the Motivation Babe podcast is your safe place, and I'm so glad you clicked play today. Look, y'all. Today, I'm being real. I'm going to talk about self-sabotage, imposter syndrome, comparisonitis, like all these negative things on this really positive podcast, but to shed light on these issues these challenges we all face. Okay. And I'm going to share how I get through it and how I got through it. Okay. But before we dive in, that was just a long intro there. I need to start with our affirmations. I really believe, and I love that we do affirmations on this podcast. Affirmations are life-changing. And if you're not repeating the affirmations with me, at least they're like sinking into the subconscious of your mind. But go ahead, wherever you are right now, just take a deep breath in. Let it go. Release the stress, release the worry, release the doubt, release the fear. Repeat after me. My mind is aligned with my purpose. I always overcome challenges. I believe in my worth. I am doing better every day. I am capable of achieving anything I put my mind to. I only think positive thoughts about myself and my goals. And those are some pretty good affirmations, aren't they? I really enjoyed compiling those, putting those together. All right, let's dive into this episode. All right, y'all. Self-sabotage, imposter syndrome. If you're not following me on Instagram, you should be at the Motivation Babe. There's a lot of pink on my profile, so that's how you can know you're finding me. I'm in stories a lot, and I'm in stories sharing my everyday life. I'm sharing a lot of good and sometimes the not so good. So 3 days ago, I shared that I was really going through it. Your girl, I will break down the experience. I had a trigger that allowed so many negative thoughts to creep into my mind. Let me ask you this. Have you ever been on this high? You're experiencing so much momentum. Everything in life is going good. And then you hit this boom, this oh crap moment. This like, wait, what am I doing? Can I do this? Who am I to do this? Wait, others are doing this. Others are better. She's better than me. She's more qualified than me. Like, who am I, right? Listen to me, sis. God doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the called. Can I get a mic drop? Seriously, y'all, all of those thoughts, that's called imposter syndrome. So if you've heard this word imposter syndrome float around, which I'm so glad it's talked about and shared about more and more on social media and maybe in your circle of friends or things that you see, that's what imposter syndrome is. I'll give you the definition really quick. Imposter syndrome is when you doubt your abilities and you feel like a fraud. Okay? And I want to help you break this cycle. I'm going to break down the psychology really quick. Think about this. When you are doing things that you've never done before, when you are taking actions you've never done before, when you're going places you've never been, your mind is trying to protect you and save you. From what? From rejection, from trauma, from stress, from so many things. So your mind is literally working against you, and we have to go in and reprogram our mind to work for us as we level up in life and as we go through these moments. So here I am in total, complete imposter syndrome, and what creeps in next? Self-sabotage. I will share my cycles with y'all. When everything in life goes good for me, I have this cycle of self-sabotage that comes in my way and tries to crush and ruin everything I worked so hard for. I know this. I know me because of the self-awareness I have and the self-awareness I want you to instill in yourself. Self-sabotage is when we're actively or passively taking steps to prevent ourselves from reaching our goals. How insane does that sound? Okay, whether it's in your relationships, your career, your personal life. Look, y'all, self-sabotage is the number one killer of your dreams. Think about it. Have you ever procrastinated, at your job, for example, procrastinated to the last moment to get something in, which could have impacted maybe a promotion, a raise, right? The way your boss interprets, views your work. Okay, so now in a relationship, when you start to criticize your partner, when you hold grudges, when you focus on the flaws of your partner versus all the good, that's self-sabotage in a relationship, y'all. Look, self-sabotage looks different for everybody. Ooh, man, I feel like we're getting deep here in these topics, and I hope this is resonating with you, okay? So here I am, completely triggered by an experience, by a moment, reflecting on my past that stopped me in my present. Ooh, y'all, when we let our past affect our now, come on, it's the biggest trap in the book. The past is already done. We don't have to revisit that. But I went there. I allowed myself to go there. So step one, y'all, is you're allowing yourself to get sucked in. Self-awareness is the first step in addressing, these are vicious cycles. Self-sabotage and imposter syndrome, they're vicious. They take you down. I often reference this metaphor of you start to dig your own hole and you're digging it deeper and deeper and deeper. And now you're in this hole that's so freaking deep. You're looking up trying to get out. You're like, oh my gosh, how am I ever going to get out of here? You're stuck. You're spiraling. Have you been there? So how do you get out of this hole? You want to tell you what I did? I surrounded myself with positivity. I literally broke the cycle by focusing on my mindset and bringing in positive energy only. What that required of me was tuning in to my prayer, to my personal development, to nature, and to my support system. For everybody, this is going to look different. So the first step I need you to take, I urge you to take, is know your triggers. Is it a person? Is it a place? Is it a thing? Is it a memory? My trigger was going back and looking at pictures of going to relive my past, a place we don't belong because you're given this beautiful day and you have this amazing future ahead of you. So step one, know your triggers. Step two is have the self-awareness and knowing your patterns. Trust me, you've been in these cycles before. You just have to take time to reflect and think, oh, that's why that happened. And step 3 is knowing how to surround yourself with the positivity, knowing how to bring in the positive energy and repel the negative energy. It's truly learning how to reprogram your mindset to work for you and not against you. Remember, your mind's only trying to protect you from fear, rejection, past traumas that you've experienced. So it's kind of counterintuitive in the way you're saving yourself and protecting yourself, but it's not allowing you to grow. And I think a lot of us get stuck in that place. And I'm giving you permission to release that, to overcome, and to share my experience with you so you can also grow in the way I have grown. I hope this was insightful. I hope this was helpful. Guys, and it didn't happen overnight. I wasn't able to change my scenario overnight. It took me about 3-4 days to get over it, to really build myself up. And ultimately, you have to be patient with yourself, and you really have to want to change, y'all. Change is scary. I get it, okay? But nothing is scarier than being in the same place you were last year. Let me give you some hype now. It is February 2022. What year is it? I want to ask you this. Where do you want to be February of 2023? In exactly 1 year from now, what does your life look like? In order to get to that place, you must overcome so much adversity, so many internal struggles, so many challenges. It is part of life. But now you know. Because of this podcast, because of everything you're learning, you know how to equip yourself and prepare yourself for the next challenge that's coming your way and to keep going. Promise me this. You're going to keep going. You're going to push through it. You're going to reach out to me and say, Hills, I need help. I'm dealing with imposter syndrome. What do I do? And I'm going to tell you, hold on. Who are you? Realize the amazing person you are. You got this. I am here to motivate you, to inspire you, but only you can take the action. Only you can do the work of self-awareness and realizing your triggers and making the conscious effort to remove negative energy from your life and focus on the positivity. Amen. Amen. All right, guys. Woo. Thank you. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for allowing me this space to share my experiences with you, to be real, raw, and honest. And I hope this helped somebody today. Make sure to screenshot this, post, tag. I love to respond to everyone in the DMs, to connect with everybody literally around the world. It's been amazing. Oh my gosh, y'all. Huge announcement. The podcast hit 20,000 freaking downloads. Something I never thought was going to happen. This podcast is my passion project. This podcast is like my little baby. Like, I just love to do this. I love to use this platform. It's a place I feel really safe. It's a place that I feel like I truly belong. So thank you for sharing. When I see the 20,000 downloads, I know it's because of you, because you're receiving this message, you're sharing this message, and it is spreading like wildfire. So I appreciate y'all so freaking much. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at @themotivationbabe_. You can go visit the website, themotivationbabe.com, to check out all things Hills, ways to work with me, and different offerings I have available. Guys, I love y'all so much. Sending you so much light, love, and abundance. Until next time. Bye.